Hey, my name's David Johnson, and I'm glad to do this video to talk to you about what I do for a living. I'm from Stokesdale, North Carolina, and I work in Winston-Salem at Kevin Powell Motorsports. I've known Miss Pigram for a long time, since we were kids, and she asked about doing this for you guys today, and I said I'd love to. I am a sales and finance manager at the Kevin Powell Motorsports in the car department. And it takes a lot of skill to be in sales, and it takes some training and education. The skills, you have to be able to talk to people and look at them and tell them things and ask them questions. And if you're not comfortable with that, it's not something you're necessarily born with, but over the years you come to learn how to do things like that if you work at it. I was very shy when I was a kid, but I can just about talk to anybody now. The education that you probably need, it's great to go to college, but you can start selling cars right out of high school if you do well and apply yourself, and you have the gift to talk to people and relate to them. That's generally in the car business where you start, is in the sales department. Or I've had people start cleaning cars and then discover they'd like to sell cars and move on from there. And if you do real well at selling cars, you could be promoted up into a finance manager position, and then maybe a new car manager, and then a used car manager, and then maybe general manager, and eventually own your own business. So there are all kinds of opportunities in the car business. It's kind of up to you. The main thing that I do right now is I purchase cars for the lot from auctions, and I do finance work as far as taking people's credit applications and trying to get them approved on a car that they need. One of the best parts of my job is that a lot of people really need help these days, especially with the times we're going through right now. And one of my jobs is to get information from people accurately and send it to banks and lenders and finance companies and try to get them a loan for a car so they can get something that's safe for their family and is nicer or newer than what they have now, and help them get to their job so they can support their family. And it's very rewarding when you have somebody come to you that's really down on their luck and maybe had some bad things happen to them, and you're able to secure financing for them and get them something that they can get to their job and transport their kids back and forth to school and go on vacation with. It's extremely rewarding, and it happens pretty quickly in the car business. So if you like to have immediate gratification and to feel good about what you're doing, this is something that you might want to consider. The tools we use are computers. We use our phones a lot because there are a lot of applications that can be on your phone as far as appraising cars and finding out the value that you need to be when you buy a car or you sell a car. And I also get to work inside and outside a lot. I get to go appraise people's cars if they're trading one in, or when I'm at an auction buying cars, I get to use my phone and scan the vehicle identification number, which is on every car out there, and it'll tell me exactly what the car is and what the value of it is. The other things are, it can be challenging because a lot of times people have gone through some really bad times and they have bad things on their credit, and it's a real challenge to try to help them. And that's another thing that you've got to be able to do, is a skill, is being able to take the highs and the lows, because there's a lot of times that you have to tell people things they don't want to hear. But then again, there are other times where you get to, somebody wasn't expecting to be able to get something nicer or newer to drive, and you get to surprise them and tell them, yay, you know you're approved, you're going to get that car that you really needed. And that's just a great feeling. And if you like being outside and inside, and you like to kind of investigate things and solve problems, it may be something you really enjoy doing. Thank you, and have a great day.